because Pope can do it all. I've wrestled with the lightest, and I've wrestled with the heaviest. So I can do it all. So I'm not going to just label that. But anyways, to the question, I look forward to wrestling every single person in TNA. You know, I look forward to my Cheese Mode. That would just be a classic '80s match right there. I mean, you got my Cheese Mode Madness versus the Pope. You know, I mean, come on, man. That's an NWA matchup right there. But I look forward to Machismo, Jay Lethal. Oh wait, those are the same guys. Definitely Joe, because I know that's going to be a task. So definitely Joe, definitely AJ Styles, definitely Christopher Daniels. I mean everybody, man. And again, I want Sting. I want Kurt Angle. I want Sting. I want Kurt Angle. Those are my goals. I want Sting. I want Kurt Angle. I want to go out there and put on a class with Kurt Angle and cement the point that Pope has indeed arrived.
It looks like they're teasing a final curtain call for Sting. Are you going to be able to rebuke him before the day?
See that? Rebuke. Look at that. That's the name right there. How about that? How about that? Well, we'll have to, we'll have to see what happens. I do think I'll get my day, or he'll get his day to deal with Pope, because that's what it's going to be. I'm going to have to deal with him, and he shall be dealt with, guaranteed. But I definitely believe I'll get to him one way or the other.
We look forward to that one.
So do I. And before I leave, give me 1 second. I'm going to try to pull something up on my phone here, because I had a situation during all this, once I spoke to you guys and spoke to the other guys, and, all the talk was going on. Am I signing with TNA? Am I not? Am I going back to WWE? Am I not? All the talk and everything going on. Well, even with the whole injury thing, Pope got injured, and Pope had to go to the hospital, and Pope had to do this, or whatever the case may have been. Pope fall down the stairs. So I'm being contacted by some writer, supposedly reporter, for, I thought it was the UK Sun or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to knock them because they're supposed to be so well trusted, but whoever this writer was, I don't want to call no names.
Yeah, we won't mind.
But, of course you won't. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find this real quick, because I was very displeased with how they took Pope's words and didn't manipulate the words, but totally lied. And, this is why I hate, and again, I can definitely use that word. I don't do the sites. I hate, they've never had any dirt on me as far as I'm concerned, so I don't care. But I have no reason to go to them. I don't like them. They serve their purpose for the fans, and that's fine. But I have no business being on it, and I don't feel any, whether the boys, they want to do that or not, that's up to them. But I think it serves all of us better to just stay away from it, because a lot of times it's garbage, and it's sad to say it, but that's what it is. I mean, don't nobody want to read the truth. If everything that was reported was truth, then these certain sites and shoots and whatever, they wouldn't be what they are. They wouldn't make any money. They wouldn't get the attention that they're getting. So, a lot of things have to be exaggerated or just complete lies. So I'm not going to try to find it because it'll hold up too much time. But this is the gist of it. Pope tweeted, whatever it's called, and Pope had an incident that Sunday where he fell down the stairs. Okay. That was it. That's all that Pope told his congregation. Monday, Pope had to go to the hospital. Pope posted that on his website. It's still on his website right now, where I was in the hospital and I had the band on. So I'm getting contacted continuously. Is Elijah hurt? Could you tell us why he had to have surgery? Could you tell us what's going on with TNA? So my assistant forwarded this information to me, and he had a list of questions. So Pope responded. If Pope went to the hospital, Pope had to go. Obviously, it's a reason I had to go. The other question was about TNA, and I said, well, obviously, you know that I've been in negotiations with TNA because I just did an interview which you contacted me about, and I've been in negotiation with TNA since December. Then the other answer or response I gave was to I don't know, something. But here's the deal. My assistant forwards me about 3 days later, 2 days later, his summary. And he puts out on, I guess, his paper or the websites or whatever they were, that Elijah said, despite all the rumors, he's not signing with TNA, which I did a live interview with you guys, and I never said that. I always left it open.
Right.
He said Elijah said he's not going to TNA, and former WWE superstar had to have surgery. I bet you guys read this, from falling down the stairs.
Right.
And it was something else, but it's just the point that the guy never got an answer. He never, I never gave him an answer, literally. I just told him if I had to go to the hospital, I had to go for whatever reason. And he formed his own opinion or conclusions and just said, just completely lied. But if he's listening, because he is a prominent writer, and that's why I don't deal with these things. But you're a moron. If Pope ever sees you, he's going to turn his disciples loose on you. And for good measure, you might get a Pope slap. I just want you to know that if you're listening. I hate
what about that? What about the Pope slap? Is that a possible finishing name? Finisher move?
It's not a finisher name. It's just one of them things where Pope's just when he's disgusted with an individual in the ring, he'll just stand him up and give him a Pope slap, give him that backhand,
All right, all right, Pope.
Well, I tell you what, man, it's been very real. I'm gonna grab my bike here and go out here and talk to some of these guys who are tearing down the house here at OVW, literally tearing down the house, and just if I'm needed, I'll be able to give them a couple of points or whatnot, because I'm still learning. You never stop learning this business, as I just told you, with Sting and Kurt and all those guys who just continues to surprise us and shock us. TNA, baby, we are a hybrid. You're not going to get cookie cutter. That's the good thing about TNA. Everything, for the most part, is different. You're going to get a variety, man. You're not just going to get the same type of stuff over and over again. So, I mean, and I want to give a shout out to my boys, Crime Time, man, for winning the title. Hey, did they win?
No, they didn't win.
Oh, dang. I figured, I'm sorry, I didn't watch. I thought they won, but hey, I think I don't. I'm talking to Johnny Spade right now. Excuse me.
One of my friends told us that he was an idiot. It wasn't your fault.
Oh, okay. Aren't they like the only tag team in there?
They're the only face tag team in the WWE.
Good Lord. Well, hang in there, guys. You'll get them sooner than... Yeah, you'll get them.
Now you got Mark Henry and MVP. That's the newest...
That's the newest... Oh. Hey, see, look at T. That's the thing about TNA, man. See, they got tag teams galore, man. Harris and Storm. I didn't think it could get any better than America's Most Wanted, and those two just come along, their money, and those boys are something serious, man. And that's good. That's good. TNA pushes their tag teams, man, and And those boys are like Midnight Express, man. They got this stuff together.